when you have children, young children, and you're really swamped, your children are your ministry. So in other words, parents with young children, when push comes to shove, I don't know if all churches and pastors will agree with me, but here's my view, that prioritize your children every time, your children's discipleship every time, versus church ministry. Now, of course, in life, I mean, sometimes you can kind of make things work and things like that. I don't mean it's always black and white, but if it actually is black and white, prioritize your children and their well-being and their spiritual life every time. Okay, if push comes to shove. The reason is very simple. 1 Timothy chapter 3 is very simple. Because with the highest level of human authority in the church, namely the pastor and elder, the qualification is that you have to prove that you're a godly husband and father, according to 1 Timothy chapter 3 and Titus chapter 1. So the prerequisite of actually being a leader in the church is actually you're a godly husband and a godly father. If you can't even get those ones right, you shouldn't be a church leader, right? So in other words, that's where the priority is, you see, right? In other words, and here's another way of putting it. Every other job from a vocational or career point of view, you can be replaced, but you can't be replaced as a parent. You're the only one with that job. You are your children's parents. And therefore, that should be the priority when it comes to that. So I think I would say, yeah, we should serve God, but serving God is not only restricted to the formal ministries in the church. Now, of course, if you have the time and energy, particularly when you're younger, when you're single in particular, and when you don't have young children or older parents to take care of, you're not in that sandwich generation. Some people take care of older parents. You have more time. Yeah, of course, serve in the church. That's great, serving the ministries in the church. But at the end of the day, I think we should, two things I want to say in summary. Number one, broaden our understanding of what it means to serve in the church, like I just said, a couple of examples. And then second is, our life is not our own. We were bought in a price. So of course, I want to ask God how the Lord wants me and my family to use our time and resources to serve him in various ways.